is going on, everybody? It's your boy Max Gallegos here with another sports rant. And today we will be making a tier list of all of the NFL starting QBs going into the 2026 2027 season. The tiers go as follows: Elite tier, Superstar, Stars, Developmental Stars with an upside, Average Stars, Prove It or Lose It, and Hot Cross Buns. Starting off strong with the Arizona Cardinals, the worst franchise in NFL history, with Jacoby Brissett, who I do like and who did play good for them last year. He is in the average starters. He might lose his. He might not be start the entire season, um, because they have a rookie waiting in the wings, Carson Beck, who probably will see the field, and that's why I will rank him, because a lot of these guys, like it has like Gardner Minshew here and Jaden Slovis, like guys like that. It's like I don't really necessarily want to rank them just because it's tedious. A lot of them are just they'll never see the field, and so they'll just sit down here in the inventory. But anyway, but yeah, those are the Arizona Cardinals quarterbacks. I think both of them will play this season. I think Brissett will start off the season if they do not win a lot of games, which I don't think they will. They have, I think, the hardest schedule in the league. We'll see Carson Beck, and I think with development, with the right tools, he could be a great quarterback. I think. Do I believe that wholeheartedly? Do I think I'm going to like die on a hill for Carson Beck? No, but like there's a possibility there. No, moving on to the Atlanta Falcons, who interestingly picked up Tua Tagovailoa in free agency. Tua is an interesting character, and Tua and Michael Penix Jr. are very eerily similar. It just feels like they're on the same. They were on the same train, just on different parts of the track, right? They kind of seem they're both left-handed quarterbacks, maybe a little overdrafted. There was probably I'm not saying there was a better quarterback than Michael Penix, but there was a little, but there was definitely, I don't know, maybe they're both in. Michael Penix is in Prove It or Lose It. Gotta stay healthy, and Tua is in Hot Cross Buns. I think when he can. This is, like I said, this is fluid. This might be dated in 3 or 4 months. He can move up if, like, say, if Michael Penix gets hurt and he comes into Atlanta and balls out, he can move up from that tier. But it's hard. It's hard to be that first round quarterback and then just have your team give up on you. I feel like that is crushing. But we have our first elite quarterback is Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, no brainer, right? Had a rough season last season, but a lot of injuries. But I think if he's due for a bounce back season. I think he might slip out of the elite tier as the season goes on. Maybe just as as he ages, right? Because he has a shelf life. As a mobile quarterbacks have a shelf life. He will not always be in the elite tier, and but for now, he's still up there. He is still one of the top 5 quarterbacks in this league, and he's closer to 1 than to 5. So there is one other Ravens quarterback that I do want to rank, just because, you know what? This is my video, and I can do what I want. It's Diego Pavia. I think he's a fascinating case. Because I don't think here's my thing with Diego. I think he does have a lot of upside. If you watch football, you're like, damn, he's really good. There's a lot of issue. You watch his college, it's good, right? He played in the SEC. He brought nobody won at New Mexico State. Nobody won at Vanderbilt. He won. That's what John Gruden said. I'm quoting him. I watched his tape, and he said he loved him. He's 5'10". So Bryce Young. So is Kyler Murray. He's not the same athlete as Kyler Murray, and Bryce Young still has a lot to prove, but he's got that dog in him. He's a New Mexican. I'm not saying he's. I think if he wasn't in the internet era, I think he would have been drafted. I think he just made some dumb decisions. Like after he was a Heisman finalist, and the way he kind of reacted to not getting the Heisman was immature. I mean, but granted, I think he does, like as a football player, I think he has a lot of upside. Anyway, Josh Allen is hot cross buns. I wish. Unfortunately, he's probably the best quarterback in the league right now. I'm going to put him right there, right ahead of Lamar Jackson. I think he's better. He is there's been seasons where Lamar Jackson has been better than Josh Allen, and they go back and forth. But I think right now, as of the year of our Lord 2026, Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. Unfortunately, has it culminated to a championship? No. Is their window closing? Yes. Did they possibly have the Super Bowl platter just laid out in front of them this season and kind of fumbled it away? Yeah. Honestly, yes. Because I've had a lot of time to reflect on the playoffs and what have you. If they'd beaten Denver, I'm sure they could have beaten us, right? The Patriots. That's a toss-up. We split the series in the regular season, and yeah, it was a paved pathway. No Lamar Jackson in the playoffs, no Patrick Mahomes, and still didn't make the Super Bowl. Didn't make the AFC Championship game. It's a disappointing season. Anyway, prove it or lose it is Bryce Young. Bryce Young is the definition of prove it or lose it. I think I'm going to put him ahead of Penix. That means I think he has less to prove. He won the division, beat the Rams for some reason. The Panthers had a good. I think he can prove it. But kind of like with Pavia, it's just hard to be like a starting quarterback in the NFL and your height start with a 5. And I'm not bashing him for being short. I'm 5'5". Yeah, I understand the struggle. And I understand that that's something you can't even change. I wish I could go to the gym and be like, I just want to be 6'2". And there's an exercise to get to 6'2". There isn't. There's no magic pill. There's no tooth fairy. There's nothing. It's unfortunate. Going on to the Chicago Bears. A lot of people will be shocked by this, but I'm going to put Caleb Williams in the elite tier in front of Lamar Jackson just because of the way this is 2026, as of 2026. Do I think Caleb Williams is a better player overall than Lamar Jackson? No. Do I think in the year of our Lord 2026, will he be better than Lamar Jackson? Yes. The throws he made against Green Bay in the playoffs were insane. He was damn near this close to beating the Rams in the divisional round if DJ Moore just doesn't stop on his route. He brought the Bears back to prominence. He is especially late in the season, he just popped off. He is really living up to his hype and potential, and he's a dog. He's just a dog. Probably one of the top 3 most talented quarterbacks in the league. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one will also upset a lot of people. Joe Burrow was in the elite tier in my eyes at one point and is no longer. His inability to stay healthy is kind of what has irked him a lot of his career. He made a Super Bowl, was impressive in that Super Bowl, but I think, and it's not entirely his fault. I think it's a lot of the blame goes on to the Bengals organization. They just bungle it. They absolutely have bungled they have gotten the opportunity of a lifetime, and they have just absolutely bungled it, and his career and his status is suffering from it. Right? I really hope he could, like I said, it's fluid. He can go back. He can 100% be an elite quarterback in this league. He could win an MVP, whatever. But it's tough. It's tough when your franchise does not give a shit about you, or just is cheap and doesn't want to take care of you properly, right? Anyway, moving on to the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to rank 2 of them here. Deshaun Watson is ass.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
One of the greatest fall-offs of all time. And he's really rich now, too, because the Browns signed him, so he doesn't really have this like same incentive. There was a point in time when Deshaun Watson was in the same conversation as the elite guys up here. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, obviously Patrick Mahomes is going to be up there, too. He's just, I don't see a world where he's in like anything but ass. The massage parlor and the whole scenario. He just, and like whenever he was playing, he was bad, and it's been forever since he's played. So he's a hot cross buns. Shedeur, I'm gonna put he could shine. Well, he couldn't. Like it takes the development. Not enough info. Not enough data. Shedeur Sanders is an interesting case because Shedeur Sanders is, I think this generation's Tim Tebow, right? I'm not saying that definitively, like that didn't come off the dome. I saw that somewhere, but but I like it. It's the iconic celebration. He does the perfect timing and Tebow, right? He's kind of more of a culture icon than an actual football icon. Like he's known for football, but he's not good at football. He's just kind of more of a celebrity, and people are like enamored by him for some reason because he's Deion Sanders' son, and it's fascinating, and it's the reality television show that is the National Football League. But I think he could be a great player. He could also just be like kind of ass. With the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, Dak Prescott, one of the most disrespected quarterbacks, goes into the stars category. Really, honestly, he's been an MVP candidate. I think this is like this stars thing is like fringe VP. Like they could be the MVP. Like superstars, they're like they could be. They could win the MVP. Like it's like you wouldn't be shocked. These guys, you'd be like, oh, he won. Wow, he had like the season of his life and won the MVP. That's kind of where these stars guys are at. Dak Prescott. I think the one thing that kind of holds him back a little bit is his contract, because he's paid like these guys, but he's a good quarterback. But he gets way too much disrespect, in my eyes, for how, like, I know Colin Cowherd talks about this a lot, but his character is off the charts. He's a very skilled quarterback too, and it's just like he's good, and like it's just he has the weight of being the Cowboys quarterback that kind of people have these insane expectations that kind of come out of nowhere, right? And he's like, honestly, in my opinion, if you think about it, if you throw away don't look at like championships and stuff, but he's probably the second best Cowboys quarterback of all time, like outside of Roger Staubach. Troy Aikman was not like Troy Aikman won Super Bowls, but the Cowboys superstar was Emmitt Smith and the offensive line. I don't know. Maybe I sound a little bit delusional, but I like Dak Prescott. He's overhated because he is the Cowboys quarterback, and that just kind of comes with the territory. Bo Nix. I am trying to be unbiased as possible here. I think that's Kenny Pickett. Bo Nix. Bo Nix is in the tier. He's in the superstars tier. He can win MVP. He has had some incredible games. Me personally, I just don't like him, but like that doesn't mean he's not good. Kind of like with Josh Allen. Like I can't say he's not good, but he's. There's just something about him I don't like. But he is a very good quarterback. He is above that tier. He is in that You would not be shocked if he won an MVP. He's good. He's on a very good team with a very good coach. Very impressive. I'm really trying not to insult him right now. Sorry. Moving on, Detroit Lions. We have Jared Goff, who is in that same tier as Dak Prescott, just a little bit below, but in that same tier, right? That stars, fringe VP, but like you're like nobody's like going hand over like doing somersaults for Jared Goff. He's great. He does exactly what does exactly what's asked of him. Like it's like a very just quintessential quarterback. Like perfect. Like not like maybe like not bad, not great at anything, but not like atrocious at things, right? Accurate, big, strong, fast. Like he fits the build. Green Bay's Jordan Love is in the. I'm going to put him in the superstars category, up below Joe Burrow. I'm still giving my respect to Joe Burrow because Jordan Love is freakishly talented. It has flaws for sure, but he is talented. Like I said, he could drop down. Like he is closer to the stars category than the MVP candidate category, like where he's the fringe VP instead of the MVP. But like there is a world where he is up in elite, or he is down in like just he's a starter in the NFL. Like we saw like Malik Willis. It's like when Malik Willis went in for him, it's like wait really? There's not that much difference. Like it's a little bit closer than you think. CJ Stroud, prove it or lose it. I think he has the most to prove this season. I think CJ Stroud of the Houston Texans probably has the most to prove this season. His rookie season was historic and remarkable and had us all going, wow, that was incredible. And the next two seasons have been a disappointment. Truly, a disappointment. It has been kind of he has held his team back, specifically him, and the offense, which that is the offense in general, but him specifically, right? Their defense was second to none, was like a nickname defense last year. And the only reason that they were not beating the Patriots and beating the Broncos is because of CJ Stroud. They almost sold the game to 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers in the wild card round because of CJ. Daniel Jones, he is the top of this. I think I want to put him at the top of this tier because he was balling it. Actually, you know what? We're gonna put him right below Bryce Young. But he could like when I say it's fluid, this is another one. Daniel Jones was incredible last season until he popped his Achilles. He was balling out. They won like they were on an 8. I think they were the last undefeated team. They were playing out of their mind. Just honestly playing great. And it was like, wow, Daniel Jones revival. Like what the heck? It's like the Baker and the Sam Darnold and blah blah blah. Like he just looked so much better last year. I just really, you root for those guys, right? You root for guys to bounce back, and I just hope he does this season because he doesn't deserve to be in that category. I think he deserves to be up here with Dak Prescott and Jared Goff in the stars category. It's unfortunate. Trevor Lawrence has moved up all the way up to the superstar tier. Last year, I would probably put him in the prove it or lose it, or an average starter. He got objectively better under Liam Cohen, and he probably should kiss that man every day.
Hey, yo!
Wow. The improvement he had last year was insane. Remarkable. I expected Jaguars to be just as good in that very shaky division. So, yeah, he will be, like, he's one of those ones, could be an MVP this year. for sure. Patrick Mahomes. I know he was injured. So I'm going to put him at the bottom of elite, but he gets a lot of grace. He gets a lot of grace from me. He is still an elite quarterback. There's a lot of people online on Twitter, the talking heads, the shadow accounts that are like, oh, Patrick Mahomes is so bad. Like, I hate him. I hate him too. But he is really freaking good. Like, what do you do? Like, if he's healthy, the Chiefs have the opportunity to win Super Bowls. This year could be a fluke. Last year could have been a fluke. If he's healthy, he is dangerous. Firmly believe that. And that is coming from somebody who despises him. He's just impressive. Two quarterbacks for the Raiders. I'm going to put Kirk Cousins as an average starter. Below, not on the same tier as Jacoby Brissett, like as a journeyman, but just really, really good player. I think he works really well with Fernando. And Fernando is, I think the highest on this list. We'll reorganize this just a little bit. Yeah. So the Fernando, Shedeur, Carson Beck, Pavia, right? Because Pavia, like, we don't know if he'll see the field ever, but we know Carson Beck will. And it's just like it's a matter of time. Like with both, like we know Kirk Cousins is not gonna be there forever. He just it's like they're gonna split reps, like kind of like the same way with Brissett and Carson Beck. They're both gonna play this season. But yeah, we just don't have enough data on Fernando. I think he's gonna be incredible, but we just don't have enough data. Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is the epitome of superstar tier. Unfortunately, he has not won in the playoffs. It's the only thing in his life that he hasn't gotten done. So he could just be super laser focused on that because he's 6'6" and has a master's in biology. He's really smart and an NFL quarterback and has a really hot girlfriend in Madison Beer. And so he kind of has everything except for a playoff win. I think if he does not get a playoff win this season, he's going down a tier for sure. I will probably that's when I will sell my Justin Herbert stock, but I still certainly believe in him because he is very talented. He is a very good quarterback. He has been consistently good, and just as long as his tackles are healthy, I think he's going to be dangerous because that was something that people were dogging on him for the if man, right? And then you're like, well, you take a look at it. He had literally the worst offensive line in the league in the playoffs. So you gotta give him some credit, right? Matthew Stafford, right above. He's elite. MVP. He's still at the age of 38. He is an elite quarterback. I don't know how much longer he'll be playing in the league. This might be his last season. This might be he might have three more years or 2 more years. Like he's in the latter half of his career, but he's still elite. Kind of the last of the old guard. Of the 2000s quarterbacks. Just a thought. He's the MVP. Not as talented as Josh Allen, but he's the MVP. He deserves respect. Malik Willis. I'm going to put, for right now, I'm just going to put him in. He's going to be the best average starter. We don't have a ton of data on him. He was good when he did play, but maybe we don't know exactly. Like we've seen him at Tennessee, and then we saw him in Green Bay, and he's just a wild card. We don't really know. It's a boom or bust with Malik Willis. He's a stock. He's like Bitcoin, not the S&P 500. He'll go up or down. Like he's wild. Um, Kyler Murray, prove it or lose it. Maybe the prove it or lose it quarterback of this season. Going to a way better situation than what he was in Arizona. Got kind of he sucked those last couple of years, but he was probably on the worst, like I said, the worst franchise in American sports. But I think Minnesota, I feel like could be a breath of fresh air. He could be that kind of like Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, echelon, right? That high, like a revival of he's got Kevin O'Connell, he's got Justin Jefferson, he's got everything. He's been handed the keys to the Ferrari, and he handed the keys to the car. He's just got to go. This is just for the memes. 9 is ass. He will probably never see an NFL field again. He's just super disappointing. It was weird because the beginning of the season he had a great quarter, and then we're like, wow, JJ McCarthy is insane, and then you're like, wait a second, he's not really that insane. He's still kind of cheeks. Like the rest of the season was just kind of ass. So hold on, I'm gonna move some of these things up here. Drake May. I am a Patriots fan. I am a Patriots homer. I'm a Patriots diehard. I would put him here if I could. That's what my heart says. But my mind says here, right? He was an MVP candidate last year. Had a little bit of a rough playoffs, I'm going to be honest. Maybe the end of elite, but I said top 5. Out of the top 5 quarterbacks, I don't want to put him in front of Mahomes. That just seems kind of arrogant. That I want to keep this minimum. Like this is minimum 5 guys. He is the best of the tier that is not Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford. That's just my opinion. Caleb Williams, I put him in that elite tier just because of his talent. And I should probably put him more here, honestly. I like that better. You know what? We got next is Geno Smith, who is a hot bun. Not as bad as Deshaun Watson, or he's just hot cross buns. He's ass. He's washed. And going back to your ex like that is not great. Never go back to your ex. Block, delete, no contact. But yeah, yikes. Yeah, the Jets are rough. And you know what? The next up we have the New Orleans Saints and Tyler Shough, who I will put a star, franchise guy. Maybe a little rich, sure. But I think those last couple games of the season, he pretty much earned it. Maybe not maybe on that bottom half of that tier, but he balled out. And it's a weak division. He has got this. The sky's the limit with him right now. I kind of wish I had write a rising stars category, but that would probably be his. He could there's just so much room to grow. He's got a lot left in the tank, a lot to prove. Jackson Dart, I think, is on that same level as Tyler Shough. He just can't get hit. The one thing he needs, I think with John Harbaugh, he's going to improve. The Giants are just so much better now. Like I said, second year guy, so it's going to be different. He's got to take a step forward. That him and Tyler Shough have to show improvement. Have to be yep, I improved from last year. I'm not a rookie anymore. I know ball. There's a little bit less of the training wheels are off now. Yeah, Jackson, he just can't get hit. He takes a lot of dumb dumb hits. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a fun, fickle character. I want to put him here purely on an individual standpoint. He is a playoff riser. Whenever the big moments come up, Jalen Hurts freaking delivers. Unfortunately, sometimes he's not always in the biggest moments when he's a little coordinator dependent. He's a little Russell Wilson-y, kind of aloof and kind of weird. Just the vibe he gives off personally. He's still a great quarterback. Like I said, like the top tier of the fringe VP, but he's not even he's not the best player on his team. It's a little polarizing, a little weird. That kind of works in Philly, but still, he's a tough one to rank because he's won a Super Bowl. He beat Patrick Mahomes in a Super Bowl, outplayed him, and has whenever the big moments come, he delivers for the most part. But he is coordinator dependent. He is a little there's times where it's like he looks awful or he looks amazing. There's really no in between. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, I think. Aaron Rodgers is the best average starter. Of course, this is for the year of our Lord 2026. He has been up here. He has been the most talented quarterback in the league and in his prime. 1,000%. He is 42 years old, going on a team that has just fired their head coach and bringing back his ex. And it's just, I think this is we are seeing the end, seeing the end of his career, which sucks for a lot of people because we grew up with him, right? And I don't know. I think then they made the playoffs last year and they couldn't quite get past it. They got better. He was better than what he was with the Jets. It's over for Aaron. Righty. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy. Wow. There's a lot of NFC quarterbacks really fit into this tier. I'm going to put him above Jordan Love. A bit more he catches the flax for being a system quarterback, right? And but he is very good. He is that I've seen him do things off script. He is Mr. Irrelevant. He has risen from the ashes as a great quarterback in this league. Made it to the Super Bowl. Gets boxed into the system quarterback, which is kind of weird because I don't know why we persecute guys for being successful in a system. The system is if the system wasn't designed for him, he wouldn't be good at it, right? I think Kyle Shanahan is obviously probably the catalyst of the 49ers' success. He could drop down. There's a lot of moving parts with their roster. They're kind of getting older, and there's not a whole lot of depth. But he's done pretty good. Mac Jones. Mac Jones. My prediction is that he will probably be a starter at some point in the season. I think, especially with their contracts and needing players, there will be a point where Mac Jones is going to be a juicy option when one of these guys eventually gets injured. Unfortunately, that happens in the NFL. Guys get injured. And it might not be for the 49ers. It might be, but he balled out with the 49ers when Purdy was injured last year. So I'm sure if Purdy's healthy and a team comes calling with the right number, 49ers, he could 100% be a starter in the year of our Lord 2026, 2027. Sam Darnold. Super Bowl champion, Sam Darnold. Super Bowl champion, Sam Darnold. I'm putting him right here. well, he's a system quarterback. He thrived in the blah blah blah. No, he's great. He won a Super Bowl. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, maybe it wasn't like, maybe it is more like Jalen Hurts, but he still won a Super Bowl. And it's a little bit of recency bias. We're giving him that recency bias. We're giving him the benefit of the doubt right now. He is coming off a ring. He's great. Good for you, Sam Darnold. One of the great redemption stories of football history. Baker Mayfield. He was like, last year I think I would have put him here. He was the number one MVP candidate, like not non-elite MVP candidate. I think he's kind of fallen off towards this, kind of more in that Dak range. Not as nearly as disrespected as much as Dak. There was points in his, had a lot lower lows, but has bounced back nicely with the Buccaneers. But missing the playoffs is just unacceptable, especially in that division with how bad it is. So there was a lot of highlights from last year. There were a lot of lowlights. So and Cameron Ward of the Tennessee Titans. I want to put Cam Ward here. I want to put him here. I want to put him there. You know what? I'm going to move Jackson Dart and Tyler Shuck down. Just because they are sophomores. There is not enough data right now on either of them to really make a definitive decision. Cam Ward, I think, has the highest potential right now out of this group. Got a new offensive coordinator, new coach, new weapons. We didn't really get to see anything from him last year because the Titans were so bad. And I think he can kind of grind. There's no primetime games, so he's just going to grind through this regular season, maybe make a playoff berth. That division is, outside of the Jaguars, is pretty wide open. Got the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, he doesn't deserve this, but I want to put him in prove it or lose it. He had an incredible rookie season. He has got to stay healthy. This year has to be healthy. He's got to, and I know that's not in his always in his control, but he's got to be healthy. He's got to be available, and he's got to win. He did that in his rookie season, 100%. But last year was bad. So we got to wake up. But yeah, this is my completed list for the starters, NFL starters tier list. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with. I always like reading those and creating dialogue. I love talking football with you guys. So if you want to leave a comment, that's awesome. So yeah, that's the completed list. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.